Today's project is to make a fireplace rake. Now, not everybody would find one of these handy, but if you burn all night long in your fireplace like I do, and then get up the next morning and try to get the fire going again just as soon as you get up, this is the handiest tool you can have. You just run that rake through the ashes and dig out the hot coals, put some firewood on it, and you've got a fire real quick. It's just a handy tool. When I built us our rake, it turned into about the only tool we use, except for the shovel to dig out some of those ashes every now and then. We use this to move the logs around inside and the whole bit. So that's what our task is today, is we're going to make a fireplace rake. Now for sure, the handle part of this can be used on any other fireplace tool or anything else as far as that's concerned. This little design here that I use, it's got a place to keep your hand from sliding up the handle. You can also grab it and use it for leverage. It's comfortable on the hand, being rounded off. So with that, let's get started making a fireplace rake. Okay, I'm going to start out. This is 3/8 inch rod here. I'm going to start out with a piece 38 inches long. What I'm hoping to end up with is a handle that's 27 inches. But the first 5 inches of this are going to be marked off for the head of the rake. I'm going to put a 1/4 inch rod in here at 1 inch intervals, so it'll be a little bit longer than 5 inches. That first piece of rod and the last piece of rod down here will be in from the end just about 1/8 of an inch or so. Now I'm going to make this wood template here for holding the tines of my rake. I've got my stop set on my drill press to go down about halfway through that board. It's just a scrap piece I picked up. I marked the center of it 1 inch increments, got 6 marks there, 1 for each tine. So we'll move that up there and put my little crosshairs on, tighten that up. These are really only good for about 1 application, but to me it seems like a fairly easy way to hold all your tines while you weld them on. Now, like I said, I had my drill press stop set there. Just realized many of you may not know what the drill press stop is. It's a drill press, and about all drill presses have some kind of a stop on them. You set this like that and tighten that up, and that stops it from going down any farther. You want to, there's a little index there. If you want to bring it up 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch, you can do that. And on the, you can also set it to hold your drill press down. Like if you want to put a sanding disc on it or something like that, you can do that. And if you loosen it up, it doesn't do anything. Handy little thing to have. And that's what our jig's going to do. It's just going to hold those tines for us fairly straight. Once you get them all tacked on, you can weld it on, you can straighten them out. It's just being 1/4 inch rod, it'll bend a little bit. Matter of fact, can eyeball it. Straighten them out a little bit now. That looks pretty good right there. So we'll take our rake head, on there like that, and weld them on there. That's where they all about touch. There we go. Weld those on there like that, and that'll be our rake head. Let's go get the welder set up. I did use the flap disc on my hand grinder to clean that mill scale off of that piece just a little bit. I've already cleaned up the 1/4 inch rod. See if we can get this halfway lined up. Put a tack right there. Looking pretty good. And I think those are stuck on there. Now, to get my block of wood off, and there you go, one rake head. Clean that up with the flap disc on the grinder a little bit. Weld it onto the handle and it'll be done. Yeah, we dressed that up a little bit. we've got us one genuine rake head.